My passion of the game of basketball definitely comes from the hard work that my parents showed me. Ever since a young kid, they've been emphasizing how far you can get with hard work. And through the game of basketball, I've been able to channel all the frustration and all the things from life into one game. And to really excel at that one game is something that I think has really benefited me, especially recently. It's allowed me to do things that I thought I could never do. And really, I gotta thank the game of basketball for who I am today. What's up, everybody? My name is EJ Jarvis. I play for Nike Team Takeover 17U, and I go to Murray High School.
You know, when you start talking about the quality of kids, EJ Jarvis jumps to the top of the list. You know, you're talking about a kid that's very intelligent on and off the court. But, you know, at the same time, man, this kid plays hard and he's consistent in everything he does. You know, that's from, you know, in the classroom to the basketball court, his preparation for taking care of his body, but also being a leader on the team. When he's not in the game, he's constantly cheering for his teammates. And those are the types of kids that we believe are Team Takeover kids that make us be who we are as a program.
The biggest growth in the program from the beginning to now is the amount of teams and kids that we have in the program. Also doing our own events, providing a service to other teams and mentoring some other programs and coaches around the area that's not in the Team Takeover.
1, 2, 3. Where we started at is just the biggest thing is hard work. You know, putting a group of guys together that wanted to impact the community and help young kids be successful. And during that time, you know, there's always bumps in the road, but we always worked together and was very transparent of what the goal was and how to complete it and to help as many kids as possible. So for us, I think it's just a matter of, you know, trusting each other, but also the parents trusting us with their kids. I think when you start talking about the experience with EYBL, it's the closest thing you can get to Division I basketball. You know, because every team that you play against are going to be good. They're going to be well coached. The environment is going to be second to none. You know, and the quality of the space in which you're in, you know, from the courts to, you know, the quarters that you stand in with your team, everything is first class. So it's the closest thing that a kid can get to college basketball, and I think it's, you know, a great experience that every kid, if allowed the opportunity, should take advantage of.
You have to talk. If it's a ball screen, there's a stag on the other side. You got to be in help, you got to talk. And if you want to switch, you got to yell switch.
Start the half, get a right hand and start the half.
1, 2, 3, go ahead.
To play for Nike Team Takeover is really special because you have a bunch of guys coming from different schools in the DMV coming together to play all for one AAU team in the spring and summer. And I think it's a great learning experience for everybody on the team, especially me, playing with great basketball players and just trying to develop my game in a way that really can't be developed during the school season.
but the effort was good. And that's the key for us right now. It's like, and as you can see, it's like, is everybody gonna play the minutes they want? Probably not. But we can at least play everybody because we're playing hard and we're playing the pace for everybody getting games. That's what you want. Like now, it's gonna get as we go, the longer we're doing it, the better we're gonna become. So it's gonna be a tough game. So you gotta get your mind right, get your body right, and get ready to be it.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
When getting ready for session one, you don't know who the opponents is. You don't know what anyone's roster is. So the best thing to do is prepare your kids for who you're going to be. I have a saying of, we're not going to worry about what they do. We're going to do what we do to the best of our ability, and let's make people adjust to us. So we're going to go in the gym and we're going to, teach whatever that philosophy is going to be for this year. Mainly playing team basketball, defending the basketball hard, and just being committed to each other. So we're going to go in there and do the best that we can to do those things and see where the chips may fall.
The intensity of Team Takeover is something in its own. It's really every single practice, every single game, you got to bring your A game, and you got to be ready to compete against your teammates, whether it's for playing time or just to get everybody better. And that's something that the school season really doesn't do to you. When you have all these great players on one team, you gotta try and find where you're best at, and just you gotta do what you gotta do. The EYBL sessions as a whole, they're competitive. Everybody's trying to get offers. Everybody's trying to go to college. So you gotta come ready to play against some of the best in the country, and even some that aren't considered the best in the country, because everybody's looking to get theirs, and you just gotta go out and give your hardest.
Right there. You're in 12 or what? 12 right here. Hey, same energy. Hey, remember, do not lead a shooter in the corners. All right, execute. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
When you start talking about growing as a coach, I think for me, it's been, recognizing how talented we are as a group and allowing kids more freedom than usual. Just going outside of your box. We haven't really played a lot of zone defense. We went back to traditional basketball of playing 2 big men. So we've done different things, and it's made us better as a coaching staff to be able to try and make those things work.
Timeout. We got a quick trap. This guy got to cut this pass off. This guy got all this. See, nobody gets behind you. We trapping. Once they get it across, all right, if you hear me yell red, go for the ball. Execute. 1, 2, 3. Execute. We right here, bro. You got to go right back.
The process of coming together with everybody on Takeover, it's been a difficult process. It took me a while to get adjusted to the type of play style, the fast-paced game, running up and down the court. But I think by the first 2 weeks of practice, I started to get a hang of it, started to feel more comfortable playing at a higher tempo pace, and really started to feel like I was getting the hang of it.
Go, baby.
Good team win, great energy, but we ain't done yet. All right, let's go.
Drink a lot of fluids, man. Drink a lot of fluids.
Let him keep fighting, fellas.
Take over. 1, 2, 3. Take over.
To play for Coach Key is something that I've never experienced before. He's very passionate about the game of basketball.
All right, if you say discipline, they're going to make the turnovers we want them to make. All right, everybody play discipline, and they'll give us the basketball.
He'll show you that he's passionate. You got to do it his way, or it's only his way. There's no other way to it. he develops your game like you would want him to, and he can be really helpful and showing you not basic steps, but the next steps on how to make your game even better than before, and I really do appreciate that.
I think we got kids, you know, when you talk about our team, I think we just got kids that's getting well coached year round. I think that makes a big difference because when you first come to practice, you're not going backwards trying to teach the fundamental things that some kids might not have learned in high school because those things have already been instilled in them through their high school coaches. Secondly, a lot of these kids have been with us since 8th grade, so they kind of know what the tradition is of the program and what the identity is. So coming into the door, they know what the expectation is when they walk in that gym and what we're looking for and what we're trying to accomplish. You know, people always ask me, where do I think we stand? I think the biggest thing is we're still inconsistent. And as a coach, you don't never want to peak too early. You know, so I think there's still a lot of things that we can improve on, you know, not only as a basketball team, but also as a coaching staff. And I just look forward to working on those things.
Heading into session 1 in Dallas, I'm excited for it. I've never played on the EYBL circuit, and I've seen a lot of videos on Twitter and YouTube and everything about how just intense it can be, whether it's from previous sessions from last year or Peach Jam. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to show everybody that I can play with them and show everybody that Team Takeover is ready to win Peach Jam.
When people ask about Peach Jam is it's probably one of the most intense environments in basketball. And I always tell my kids, like, when you go to Peach Jam, it's probably the closest thing you're going to get to the NCAA tournament before you experience that. You know, I don't think it can be emulated in high school. You know, I just think it's a special time in the close environment of how the gym is structured and everything. It's just a unique situation and a unique environment. And it's one of those environments where if you're not prepared, it can overwhelm you.
I think that these kids this is the group that can finish that task. When the team went 16-0, social media had a big thing of who was named the last team that went undefeated in the regular season. And it went on for days before somebody stepped up to find the facts of it. But I think everybody can rattle off all the Peach Jam champions. So their mission is to finish the job and become Peach Jam champs and not be the team that went undefeated.
We're playing to win. That was a great effort. Mm-hmm. Not offensively, but defensively. Mm-hmm. And mentally, y'all just really stayed focused. You really stayed focused. And that's what this thing is all about. We're going to get better. Like we're far from where we need to be because we got a lot of stuff we got to clean up. But defensively, we're going to get better. All right? It's a good job.
Being from DC and playing basketball from my hometown city, it's definitely a privilege. I've been playing basketball since I was 4, and just the type of competition from this area is gotten better every year, and to be a part of that is something special. The culture of DC is something that I don't think any other city in the nation has. The DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, is like arguably one of the best areas for basketball, and to be a part of that is something that I never take for granted. And just being from DC, having my grandmother working with politics, Ward 4 council member, it's been just it's just it's just good to be in DC. That's really all I got to say about it.
You know, whenever I'm traveling and somebody asks me about Washington, D.C., the first thing I say is fast. You know, you're talking about a city where anything you're looking for, you can find, you know, be it good or bad, you know, but I just think it's a city of versatility, you know, from the different types of foods to the nightlife to just the ethical parts of the city, you know, just, you know, different races. Like I said, whatever you're looking for, you can get it, you know, and I think that's what makes this a special place.
When I think about the culture of DC, I think about the Redskins, high school basketball, go-go music, and politics. Being back in this area and doing what I do for the community is a self-fulfilling prophecy for me. Growing up, I didn't have the outlets that these kids have in basketball and the training and all that stuff. So, you know, I just want to, basketball has been good to me, so my biggest thing is to just make sure basketball is good to somebody else.
With my deep roots in DC, whether it be my grandma, working for city council, or what my parents do, it's good to be in DC. It's happy, it's a good place, everything about it. My name is EJ Jarvis. I am Team Takeover. Welcome to DC.